Are you ready for some real thought-provoking conversations that lead to spiritual wisdom and discovery to provide you with clear direction on every area of your life? Well, sit back and relax. You've made it to the right place. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Heart of Inspiration. Well, hello everyone. How are you guys doing? Hello. Just adding a little something here. We have something to talk about tonight. How are you all? How is everyone? I want to welcome everyone from Facebook, from YouTube, from all the places of the places. I actually am broadcasting this live on my Facebook page. My personal Facebook page, which is something I don't usually do, but I wanted this information to get out tonight. So I'm super excited. Those of you who are watching on Facebook Live, I am putting this through Restream. And so it is a platform that will allow me to stream to multiple platforms at once. You guys should be able to chat in the live chat. I'll probably open up my Facebook somewhere around here so that I can kind of see what's going on. So you guys, I'll be able to tell as well what's happening there. Okay, we are, yep, here I am. Let me make sure. Okay, so that is there. I want to be sure that I'm seeing the chat. Okay, there we go. All right, so I've got the chat up there. All right, gang. Welcome to Sunday Soul Podcast. Heart of Inspiration is who I am on YouTube and on Instagram and on TikTok and on Facebook as well. I feel like somewhere else. Oh, LinkedIn. And tonight is the Sunday Soul Podcast. Now, this is going to be a very special Sunday Soul Podcast tonight. We are rounding the corner and ending 2022. Coming into 2023, right? As far as the calendar year is concerned, those of you who know me well enough to know that I do also follow astrology as well. The new year actually doesn't start in astrology until March, until spring, when life is reborn and everything is brand new. But we're going to play along with the calendar year, with the Julian calendar, and assume for the moment, is it Julian or Gregorian? Whatever calendar has been thrust upon us. And so we're going to pretend, at least on that level, that the new year starts January 1st, 2023. And I wanted to have a discussion about how to utilize the energies of a 7-year, what we can begin to expect in 2023, and how best to flow in that energy. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about 2022 and then we're going to roll right into 2023. I'm just going to say hello to the Facebook folks. So hello to Christina, hello Jen, and I know you all are piling in, and as we're coming in, we're going to go on and get started. Also, those of you that are on Facebook that aren't used to watching one of my live streams, I will be able to put your comments as they're coming in the chat up on the screen. So be sure to leave a like everywhere, guys. If you're on YouTube, I do have this on subscribers only. You have to be subscribed for a minute in order to chat, just so we're sure that we don't end up with a bunch of bots. Okay. How are y'all doing? So this is December of 2022. From a numerological point of view, 2022, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 reduces down to the number 6. And the 6 is the number of balance. I'm actually going to bring that up to you. Hey, Earth Goddess Forever, how are you, beloved? So good to see you. I know you guys are just coming on in the room. So, give us a second here. We are going to get started on time because I do want to do a members only for YouTube as soon as we're done here. Now, nope, I don't want that. The number 6, it has been a 6 year and it's coming to a close. The number 6 is associated with the vibration and energy of love, nurturing, service to others, unconditional love, the needs of others, protection, emotional healing, and stability. It is a number of balance. If you're familiar with the tarot, right, the 6 of Pentacles is balance to excess. So a person, it's showing scales. Your pentacles are what you have manifested that has come into your life. Money, everything else, mainly money, is balanced. And typically it is showing that the individual that has a balanced that it's balanced monetarily can then also be balanced to excess. So they are blessed to be a blessing, in other words. So all year long, I've been talking to you about coming into balance with self. That means a lot of us have done a lot of healing work, a lot of shadow work. A lot of us have done a lot of inner child healing, right? Where we've faced the issues from our childhood, or at least we've begun to, or at least we've acknowledged the fact that there's stuff that went on in childhood that, yes, is still affecting us as an adult. It may not be first and foremost and front and center, but I can guarantee you that if you go through your adult life and look at how you respond to people, you respond to situations, what you bring into your life, right? The type of people, the type of jobs you might take, the type of relationships, friendships, all these things. If your familial life, maybe you don't have really good relationships with everybody in the family, or maybe there's like a fractured family happening. I can guarantee if y'all go back to childhood, you'll find out that that's where it started. And a lot of times, unfortunately, what we do is we just say, well, you're an adult now and you should be able to deal with it. I mean, I was one of those same people, but we have to recognize that all those things compound over the years, and not dealing with them and not clearing that energy out and not transmuting that energy and not then allowing it to be cleansed and allow for forgiveness of others and mainly forgiveness of self, and then reintegrating that so it becomes an energy of power rather than an energy of pain. When we don't do that, we keep repeating the same things over and over again. It does affect you. And so during this past year, I know I've been very, very focused on gaining that stability, on unconditional love of self, first and foremost. Can we just say that? Unconditional love of self, first and foremost, right? Loving yourself no matter what, good, bad, indifferent, whatever it is. Forgiving yourself, not giving yourself such a hard time over everything, coming up to a place of unconditional love of self and then therefore unconditional love of others. And sometimes, you guys, unconditional love of others looks like, listen, I know that our energies clash, or there's just some unresolved stuff here. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I got to be good enough to myself sometimes to be like, I can love you from a distance because I love myself enough to not want to expend this additional energy when I see we're not going to come eye to eye. Or if there's someone with a lot of unhealed issues, I don't care who they are. Hopefully, during 2022, you've learned to set the boundary and realize you don't have to take that onto yourself. This is how we create codependent situations, right? You take it upon yourself. You internalize it and say that you are responsible for this other person's happiness. You are responsible to make sure this other person feels comfy and cozy and fine. You are responsible for not saying, you know what, you're kind of out of pocket and you are really overstepping your boundaries right now. And it's saying that in a healthy way, right? For some of us, that has been literally with our jobs as well. Like, under a lot of us have done silent resignation, quiet quitting, where you're just kind of sitting behind that that desk, or you're sitting at home in front of that computer and you're like, listen, like this is cool and all, but it really is not satisfying. It's really not fulfilling me. I don't know that the company is really, really respecting, honoring, or, valuing me. And so you've already quietly quit, and you've been looking deep inside to figure out what is it that's going to be satisfying, fulfilling. What is your true purpose? For a lot of us too, it's been all about taking accountability. We have to own our own stuff and stop putting it outside of ourselves. We have to own it. If we're continuing on the same hamster wheel over and over and over again and going through the same stuff over and over and over again, different faces, different places, same energy, at what point do you not take accountability for yourself? A lot of us have learned that we are divine beings, energetic divine beings having a human experience. Not saying that I created the world, but I will tell you this, I am a divine being of God, of the universe, of spirit, of creator. We're an aspect thereof. Even in the Bible, it says that there in more than one place. So we're learning that. And once you learn that, hopefully you've learned that in 2022, still not too late. Hopefully you've learned that in 2022, because you're going to need to carry that divine energy and that divine knowledge and knowing who you are, really who you are, as we're going into 2023. So often we're just like, oh, well, if it's the will of, if it's meant for me, if it's God's will, well, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't your most abundant, peaceful, nothing missing, nothing broken, beautiful, fulfilling, purposeful life not be the will of creator, of spirit? Why? A lot of times we'll say, if it's something out here, because we're too scared to go on and take the leap of faith and do it ourselves. It's so much easier to say, well, that didn't work because of this. It's so much easier to say, well, so and so didn't get blessed because they didn't, get down on their knees enough or something. I don't know. But taking accountability for one's life and understanding, not understanding, understanding that you and you alone make the decision on whether or not you are going to live life to its fullest purpose. It is nobody else's fault. If you're miserable in somebody else in your life, then you allowed somebody else to make you miserable. You did. And you might want to look and see, deep within where you may have had a hand in that too. Maybe deep down inside, you haven't figured out that you actually do deserve a life of peace. Maybe deep down inside, you haven't looked. Okay, I'm going too far down that rabbit hole. Anyway, this is what we're. Some of y'all not used to that, and it's okay. But this is the things that we've been learning, right? Understanding the needs of others, right? Protection, emotional healing, and stability, service to others. All of these things, while maintaining unconditional love for self, is what we hopefully have been learning in 2022. So now we're going forward with all those lessons. No, I don't want to YouTube. I don't want to play. No thanks. Okay, that's crazy. Sorry, guys. I got to get to this. Okay, the number 7. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry. what I want us to talk about is the meaning of number 7, the emotional meaning of number 7. I'm going to say hello to a few more folks that are chatting. You guys feel free to chat, talk amongst each other. Diva Glam 10, hello, good to see you. Hey, Juice, how are you? I've been meaning to text you, girl. I'm going to text you. I'll text you. Drop some hearts in the chat if you, in the hearts Facebook, YouTube chat, if you are ready for 2023, that we've had a bit enough of 2022. When we said we were going to come into balance in 2022, I don't think I even realized how difficult that was going to be. It's been a difficult year, but it has been it's been a year of, illumination. I'm sure you guys have done the same, but I have found a strength within my being that I did not know I had. I have weathered some storms that, honey, I was not sure how in the world I was going to weather those storms. I've grown and evolved so much as a woman, as a mother, as a grandmother, as daughter, right? Grown so much in so many different areas. Such amazing spiritual awakening, understanding and learning about so many other spiritual practices, both um, ancestral and current, learning so much about some of the things that I've been taught, and recognizing that maybe everything, you know, that it was still man, that it was still mankind writing these things. And then gaining a very wide and broad perspective on all aspects of life. All aspects of life. And living in a place of neutrality, where I'm not assigning good, bad, indifferent to any one thing, but I'm looking at everything and saying, there needs to be this needs to exist. Where there's great light, there has to be great darkness. We live in a dual world, a dual realm. We've received so much more information. We've received, things have been illuminated to us on a lot of different fronts, in a lot of different ways, that hopefully we're recognizing that we were not told everything that we needed to know. And I'm not talking about just the last couple of years. I'm talking about for as long as we can remember. The truth is coming out in droves. The truth is coming out in droves. And it's coming out in this way so that we can learn that we can, A, hear the truth and withstand it, that we can handle the truth. You guys remember that, right? A Few Good Men, where, is it Tom Cruise? I think. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. You guys will tell me who, I think it's Tom Cruise, was questioning Jack Nicholson, right? I want the truth. I want the truth. And Jack Nicholson says, you can't handle the truth. Well, guess what? If you're opening your eyes and you've opened your ears and you've opened your heart to receiving the truth and not just listening to the narratives and the talking points of what anybody, that is anybody, is trying to put forward to you, and you're discerning, letting it drop in and saying, wait a minute, I don't believe that that rings true for me. Maybe there's something else behind this. This is learning to come into balance. And why I say this is learning to come into balance, because when we're only listening to a specific narrative, I don't care what side of the aisle, I don't care where you live, I don't care. But when you're only listening to one specific point of view, one specific set of narratives, talking points, what have you, perspectives, and not opening yourself up to all perspectives so that you as a quantum being can process it and discern what's true, what rings true. When you're so myopic, you can't see the big picture. And you're shutting yourself off to the truth of the matter because there's good and bad in everything. There's light and shadow in everything, and everything has its purpose. We might not understand why yet, but everything has its purpose. So, therefore, when things happen, like let's say something goes a little bit slower during the month, right? As far as with my business, right? During a specific month. Prior to this year, I'd be like, knee jerk, knee jerk, knee jerk, what I got to do? But throughout this year, I learned to not have a knee jerk reaction. That was not easy, especially when you're an entrepreneur, right? And you have a team, people depending upon you. So I had to learn and come into balance with that. Discernment got on 10, right? Psychic intuition, knowledge, understanding, again, other spiritual practices, energy, alchemy, metaphysics, all these things. Opening myself up to being the quantum being that I am. Open yourself up to being the quantum being that you are. You are an energetic being having a human experience. We talk in the church about it being you being a triune being, right? Spirit, soul, and body, or spirit, mind, and body. And that one should be spirit led. We talk about this all the time. At least we used to. I have a different understanding of what being spirit led means now than I used to. I understand, believe with my whole heart that I am in constant communication with God, the universe, spirit, creator, source, that I'm in constant communication with the energetic realm. That's going to include angels. That's going to include my ancestors, both near and far. That's going to include spirit guides. That's going to include a collective consciousness that exists outside of our physical realm. This all means something. We're getting to somewhere. I want to welcome Melinda. Hello, Melinda J. Hello, darling. Hey, warrior girl. How are you? Hey, Shiny, how are you? You guys, if you speak in the chat, I will go ahead and I will highlight you as well. Now, listen, you are a spirit, energetic being having a human experience. Who you really are is an energetic frequency and footprint, an aspect of the divine, an aspect of the universe, of God, of creator, of source, of spirit. You are an aspect thereof. You may have decided to come this time and show up primarily in a feminine form, primarily in a masculine form, maybe in an androgynous form. I don't know. But you incarnated, or you showed up in this incarnation in this fashion. You agreed, you chose, you decided this was your purpose, this was going to be your path before you were ever born. You were anointed and appointed to fulfill that. We've spent 2022 finally peeling back so many layers that now when we come into 2023, I'm going to start giving you tips now on how to manifest your best life in 2023. Number one, be spirit led. Let your higher self lead you. Let your higher self lead you. Let your unction, as we used to say in the church, lead you. Let that gut feeling, let that first thought, let your first mind lead you. That is your higher self speaking to you. Number two, I want you to believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that your higher self is always in connection with the collective consciousness. It is always in connection with source energy. It is always in connection with that. You are not cut off. You are not cut off. You might be choosing to not listen to what is of your highest good, and you're choosing to live lower vibrationally and carnally and amass things on a carnal level for carnal purposes. Did you hear what I said? Amass things on a carnal level for carnal purposes. What do I mean by that? I'm building, have built quite a lovely business where we are helping the collective. We are helping those transformational coaches, healers, teachers, mentors, right? We're helping the collective consciousness be raised because I'm helping those folks that are considered light workers, right? And light workers come in a lot of different forms, but I'm helping those folks create a fulfilling and abundant practice slash business. Now, what's the goal of what I'm doing? It is to raise the collective consciousness frequency. It's to assist humanity as we go through this evolutionary process and as we become higher beings, as this earth changes, as humanity changes. Some of us are changing for the better or the higher, some of us are maybe not so much. I can't make that choice for you. You get to make that choice for yourself. That's the beauty of free will. You make that choice for yourself. Now, there's a lot of people, though, that are amassing or building carnal wealth or earthly wealth for carnal purposes. They don't have a higher agenda. They just want more. They're not doing it for any other altruistic reason. They just want more. That's their choice. But in 2023, when you recognize you are a quantum being in connection with source, that your heart is good and pure, and you truly want to see others win, you are truly in service to others and not service to self, in service to others, being good to yourself and loving yourself and putting yourself first and having proper boundaries, but you're in service to others. That's a key to manifesting in 2023. Hey, Lee's Boutique, how are you? Hey, Shiny, good to see you. Hey, Ms. B. Greer, how are you? Hello in Detroit. So number one, what was number one again? Recognize you're a divine being, right? I think that was number one. It is now. Number two, recognize this is the constant, right? Be spirit led, be of your higher self, right? Follow your first mind. Number one, follow that gut, follow who you are. Number two, you are in constant communication. You're never unplugged unless you choose to deal with lower vibrational energy. I don't think you'd be listening to me. You don't have to jump through 25 million hoops, guys. You don't have to. You are an energetic being having a human experience, which means when you leave this human body behind, you go back to being spirit. The spirit, the energy is what's animating your body. And you had better recognize that now. Because in 2023, in the 7 year, the energy of the number 7 represents spirituality. Individuals who are looking for spiritual growth and are inclined towards finding the purpose of and truth of life. That's number 7. Right? Let's see here. Numerology. The vibration and meanings, numerology.com. You can find this there. Number 7, the number 7 resonates, or the energy that it's giving off. This is the whole year of 2023. Tips to manifest in 2023. Manifestation in 2023 is going to be less about writing things down, less about throwing stuff all over the house, less about writing yourself a bunch of notes, sticky notes, and putting them all over the place. And it is going to be more about, do you believe it, understand it, understand it in your spirit, in your very core of who you are? Do you have a spiritual, or have you had a spiritual awakening? Are you going through the spiritual awakening process? Are you going through an enlightenment process? Are you developing yourself spiritually? Are you allowing your spiritual development game to be on 20? Are you operating with a deep intuition and listening to your intuition? Allowing your higher self to guide you to what is of your highest good? Are you saying to yourself, I do what is of my highest good at all times? See, it's great to write it all down, right? It's great to write it all down. It's great to write the vision and make it plain. But when in the Bible it says, my people perish for a lack of vision, it's not talking about they are lacking because they ain't wrote nothing down. You can write your vision down 50 times a day, but if you don't believe it in your heart, and you have not, as an energetic being, as a spirit itself, decided within yourself that you are going to take your energy and focus intently and focus and send it out via your emotion, your energy you set in motion to go create that thing, you could write it down till the cows come home. It ain't gonna come to pass. When the Bible says faith without works is dead, what has happened is a lot of people have said, well, you can't work at it. It's faith. You can't make it happen. You just got to have faith that it'll be brought to you. No, let me tell you something. A, that's not true. B, there's a process to manifestation. So the third tip for 2023 is, do you have your emotions in check? Are you able to focus and intentionally send out your energy and put it in motion and put it to work? Because your word shall not return unto you void. Everything in the Bible that is said, God, dot, 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 God, blah, 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 God, dot, 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 dot. If you are a child of God, now, I don't know. I don't know if y'all might not want to hear this tonight. If you are a child of God, truly, if you believe that, and you were made in their likeness and their image, I'm not going to allow y'all just to make it one. Their likeness and their image, if you possess within you divine masculine and divine feminine energy in order to create, because it takes masculine and feminine energy to create. We all know this. So this is why in a lot of places, if you really pay attention, the Holy Spirit it has is associated with a feminine gender. We'll talk about that another time. But if you truly believe you're a child of God, and you were created in their image and likeness, then how come you don't create and manifest like they did? The blueprint has been laid out for you in totality, over and over and over and over again. Why aren't you doing that then? You've been created in their image and their likeness. So in 2023, I'm going to need you. If you want to manifest in a massive quantum way in 2023, you need to recognize who you are and how you operate. You need to intentionally send out your energy, put that in motion. That means watch your tongue. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Right? Right? And from the heart, the mouth speaks. What's in your heart? This is your biggest, most powerful, creative, your heart chakra, your heart energy. Whatever you believe, you shall receive. Is the belief up here? No. These are thoughts in your mind. It can change. Those are temporal. They can change. But whatever you believe in your heart, this is why, beloved, it was so important. And it is still important. You ain't lost the opportunity. It's very important for you to do the work in your heart, to heal your heart. Because if there's hardness and callousness in your heart, if you still feel some type of way about somebody, you holding a grudge against somebody in your heart, if you holding a grudge against yourself in your heart, you're not going to make manifest your true fulfilling purpose. It won't happen. I can tell you that because I live it. Fourth thing, you got to forgive yourself and forgive everybody else. Clean your heart. Get your chakras in balance. Cleanse that energy. Check your beliefs. Do a heart checkup. You better do a heart checkup. What do you really believe? What do you really believe? Can I share something with you real quick? I have had to learn over this last year what I really believed about myself, my potential. And let me tell you, from time to time, it was shocking how much I didn't believe in myself. Shocking. And why I didn't believe in myself and what I was holding on to. Do a checkup. We just got done with that Black Friday festival. Actually, there's a playlist out there with all of the interviews. Some of the folks that were interviewed are right here today in this chat on YouTube. I want you to go there and I want you to find someone to work with. There were some wonderful healers, teachers, mentors. Wonderful. Find someone to work with to help you out with that. Okay? You got to get yourself in order. Hey, Cericia, how are you, beloved? Good to see you. Juice Radio says, because faith is not wishful thinking, it's truly believing. That is absolutely a fact. And let me tell you something else. Faith is active. It is an act. It is an activity. It is a living energy that you send out from your heart chakra. And what happens? Then your energy goes out into the universe and it finds all the subatomic particles, the quarks, the this, and it begins to bring it all together. Your electromagnetic field goes and it magnetizes all of the atoms and it brings them together. And then it brings them out of the outer dimensional realms, the higher dimensional dimensions, into higher frequency, fast moving quantum, and brings it into a third dimensional density so you can feel it, touch it, taste it, and have it right here. It is act. It takes work to work your faith. It takes work. You can't just write something down and speak a mantra. Come on now. Hey, salute to you, the Gray Pill Podcast. Lovely to see you. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Let your heart be lighter than a feather. Absolutely. Absolutely. God will not reward bad behavior. I'm going to tell you something. I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit more. If you are an aspect of God and a child of God, you yourself will not allow yourself to be rewarded for bad behavior. I know that went a little bit. That went to a little bit. Thanks, Teresa, for putting that out there. That went a little deep. Now I'm gonna tell you the fifth one. Before I tell you the fifth tip, there's a couple things I want to put out here. I'm putting this on the screen right now. In the description box below, next week, Saturday, so the 10th, December the 10th, from noon to 3 p.m. Eastern. Any of you that are entrepreneurs that are looking to start your business, either you're existing or you're looking to start, but you don't know where, I am having a very powerful, from noon to 3 p.m. Eastern, over Zoom, a very powerful business and life really planning for 2023. The mantra is business grows for me in 2023. I want you to go to biz2023.limitlesslightworker.co from now until Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. From now until Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, you are going to be able to come and collaborate. You're going to be able to get a $597 value for just $7. You're going to have some pre-work to do. You're going to look back at 2022 before we get together on Saturday. And then on Saturday, we're going to set your goals, professional, personal, money, reset and realign your mission. We're going to plan your Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 events and rollouts. We're going to create a 2023 vision board, and you're going to get feedback on your 2023 plan. Okay, all of that for the next 1 day and 23 hours, 15 minutes and 20 seconds for just $7. When this counter reaches 0, the flash sale is over. It's going up to 47. And then if you want to fast track it, have a meeting with me. I've got additional coaching business kits, client onboarding kits, financial planning kits, social media posts, discounts on your website. Magic Touch branding is about to launch. Discounts on your website and rebrand. And then I am unveiling a brand new platform. I want you to click on this. I want to fast track my growth. And for just $97, you get all of that too. So that price is going to go to $137 by 9 p.m. on Tuesday. 9 p.m. Tuesday. So I want you guys to go there. If the mods can put that in the chat, that'd be great. All right, let's get back to it. You guys come on through. I want us to win in 2023. I wouldn't have got here where I was at if I hadn't planned. Now the fifth tip for manifesting in 2023 is to be willing to release old paradigms, existing paradigms, and be willing to question everything. The esoteric, your inner selves, inner wisdom, psychic abilities, deep contemplation, thoughtfulness, understanding of others, being a natural healer and healing, secrets, myth, ritual, peace, poise, emotions and inner feelings, endurance and perseverance, persistence of purpose, manifesting and manifestation in time and space and good fortune. Look at everything and question everything. Examine everything. Because until you get to the truth of the matter, the heart of the matter, you are not going to manifest the new thing. You got to be willing to let things die. You have to be willing to let things die in order for you to grow. Can I say that again? You have to be willing to let things die if it's not doing you any good anymore, if it's not serving you, let it go. You want to know how you know an energy, a feeling, an emotion, a belief is no longer serving you? If you're stagnant and you're stuck. If you only just get so far and then it seems like the other shoe drops. If you can only rise so far up the corporate ladder and then it seems like you get downsized. If you only seem to get so far in those interpersonal relationships and then something happens and it's just no more. If it seems like your business and only growing so far and then something happens and you just can't break that ceiling. I'm going to ask you to check the energy that you have running around within you. What are you still holding on to that you've not let go of? The number 7 also relates to the attributes of mental analysis, philosophy, and philosophical technicality, scientific research, science, alchemy, genius, a keen mind, specialization, and the specialist. The inventor, determination, the written word, logic, understanding, knowledge, discernment, and discerning. Be willing to do something completely outside of your box. Be willing to release old paradigms. Be willing to release energy, people and energies that ain't working for you no more. Be willing to take a step out of the boat and create your own boat, your own business. Make your own table so you can sit at it. You see, 2023, this number 7, is a divine number. It relates to the planet Saturn, Saturday. Its colors are violet purple. It relates to the Chariot card in the tarot. Saturn is all not only about structure and governance, but it's also about new technologies and how we can integrate them into our world to create something new. It's also about the collective consciousness. It's also about fitting in and becoming a part of the greater scheme of things so we're all working together. But we all need to be working together, each of us intuitively following our own guidance and not trying to tell somebody else how to live theirs. Purple is the color of kings, the color of royalty. Violet and purple are also the colors of your third eye and your crown chakras and the chakras above. Be in tune with yourself. Be in tune with the spirit realm. Yeah, this is super woo-woo. But when you can walk as the king and the queen that you are, as the god and goddess that you are on this planet, and understand that you have within you everything that you need. This is a year of somewhat of completion, right? 7 days, on the 7th day was rest, right? This is the year you manifest. Every 7 years was a jubilee year, am I right? Every 7 years was a jubilee year. Hey, Christine DeBella, how are you? Just in time. Love you, girl. It's jubilee. This is your year. But you're going to have to follow the leadings of the spirit. You're going to have to follow the leadings of your spirit. When you go and create that vision, when you download that vision, when you sit in your meditative time and you receive the vision, let it drop down into your heart. And you know what you ask for? This is what you say. I want to see what is of my highest good. I want to know what is of my highest good. I live my life in my highest good. I create my world that is of my highest good. And only those things then come to me. Only those things come to me. Okay? All 5 of those tips all point to one thing: recognizing who you are, recognizing the power within, allowing that vision to no longer be outside of you, but to be a part of you, and following your discernment. Follow your instincts, follow your psychic. All of you have psychic intuition. All of you do. Some of us have a little bit more than others. We just incarnated with it a little bit higher. Follow that and send your energy out from your heart and attract in that life. You do not have to live a life of paycheck to paycheck, but you have to recreate that. I don't live a life where things lack when I want to go to the grocery store and I want something. When I go to the grocery store, everything is there. My life that I've created is not filled with racial issues. And do they exist? Of course. But I choose not to live there. I choose to create my life such that I'm treated with dignity and respect. I've chosen not to believe what everybody says that I should believe, that somehow I'm somehow disadvantaged, disenfranchised, disempowered. No, I'm not at all. I don't confess that over myself. I don't internalize that. No, no, no. I am a queen. I am a goddess. I'm a very successful entrepreneur. I have a beautiful and wonderful family. We are empowered. We are not missing anything. We are at peace, nothing missing, nothing broken. We live in abundance. New inventions, new ideas, new intentions come to me all the time, and we execute them. And they are abundant and prosperous. Hmm? May you prosper even as your soul prospers. Yes, Juice, I will put them up. May you prosper even as your soul prospers. My soul is prospering. And in 2023, you need to make sure your soul's prospering as well, so that your being, your physical being, can prosper. I love that. Okay. That is weird. That was a fantastic discussion that we had. For those of you that are either on Facebook or YouTube, if you're over on here on YouTube, can you guys please go subscribe to the Gray Pill podcast, please? Can you please go subscribe? Where is he? Where is he? Can you please go to subscribe to the Gray Pill podcast? We're wanting to get him to his 1,000. Please, let's get him to his 1,000. Please subscribe to the Juice Radio and Talk Show. We're going to arrange for us to do a collaboration very, very soon. Please also subscribe to Melinda J's channel. I think Warrior Girl, I believe you have a channel as well. Please do that. Please go subscribe over there. And if you haven't subscribed here, please consider doing so. And thank you guys for liking this, video. Okay? For liking this video. And we're going to put everything up in the chat. Okay, in the community tab. I'm going to drop the link here. We're going to take just a few guests up just to have a quick talk. I'm looking forward to it too. Just to have a quick talk, and then we're going to sign up on here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another live. Matter of fact, everybody come over on YouTube. I'm feeling like I'm going to take some of these streams down. Everybody come on YouTube, Heart of Inspiration on YouTube. We're going to have a members only live in just a few moments. So Facebook, thank you so much for being here. I so very much appreciate you guys. Facebook, please don't forget. I want you all to go between now and Tuesday, go sign up for my business planning 2023 workshop that we are having. It's either $7 or the fast track version is going to be hopefully that got posted up there. Fast track is $97 from now. It's a flash sale from now until Tuesday at 9 p.m. Both prices will go by $40. So I want y'all to come over here to Heart of Inspiration on YouTube, okay? So Facebook, thanks so much for being here. I so very much appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all. I'll be going live in Heart of Inspiration and in the Practical Lightworker this week as well. We will see you guys soon. I'm signing off on Facebook. Love you guys. Come on over to YouTube. I think that should have done it. All right. Let me just make sure, guys, that everything is over on those other. Yep. Okay. We signed off over there. All right, gang. YouTube, it's just us. It's just us, YouTube. So you guys come on up. Now, I'm not going to be here very much longer. I do want to go on and do a members only live. And y'all, I've been up for forever. When I tell you I was up to all hours of the night last night. Oh, child. I was up to all hours of the night last night, child. It was too much. But I was putting it all together. I was putting this all together. So we're going to do members only. Hang on one second. I'm going to change this up. We're going to have a bit of a hot discussion in the members only. So I'm actually downloading this so I can do that. We're going to have a hot topic and discernment discussion in the members only. There's a lot of things I've been wanting to say, but I can't. I don't feel like I can say it on the open air. So if you're a member, what I'm going to do, let me upload this. So let me overlay it. We're going to have, I mean, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I want to talk about some of the things we're finding out. I don't know if y'all have seen the documentary. What is that documentary called? Dead Suddenly or something like that? Dead Suddenly. So no, honey, final products already put together. So it's we got to talk about it. We got to talk about, there's a lot to talk about. So if you're a member here on YouTube, we're going to be discussing hot topics and discernment. I got to make that live right now. If you're not a member yet, here is the link to join. Copy. Now, listen, anybody that is oh, my LWA students, you should have received an email today that gave you instructions about signing up for the business, because I was only going to do it for the students, and then we decided to do it for everyone else too. I wanted to open it up to the public. So you received instructions on how to get linked up with that, okay? So I don't want you guys going through the regular links. All right, here we go. Did y'all hear about the 10-year-old? Yes, I did hear about the 10-year-old that unalived his mother while doing laundry because she would not buy him a pair of VR glasses, virtual reality glasses on Amazon. But that wasn't the only thing that he had done. I guess he had tortured the dog. He had set the living room on fire. He's done a lot of other different things by the time he was 10 that I feel like probably should have, I probably would have had to have him institutionalized because I think there was a lot wrong. Guys, if you're not members, please go join the membership. There's that link there. I don't know. I hate to think that he didn't have any remorse. But it's hard. Yeah, I hate to say it. I just feel like, anyway. Hey, Sparkle and Glow 11, how are you? All right, gang. I will probably, if not tonight, first thing in the morning, we'll have the 5 points up. And then I'm also probably going to repost this. I'll probably make this unlisted, and I'll edit this and put it up as the Sunday Soul podcast all on its own. It'll go up on Spreaker, and it'll go on iTunes and everywhere else it's supposed to go. So, but I want to get into I want to do the members only. I wonder if I can do that over here. Hold on. Like, I want to set up another members only. Let me set it up over here. I think it'll let me. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Members only live stream. Hot topics. All right. We'll start that at what, 9:15? Okay. Next. Edit. Oh God. All right. Well, it's gonna be public at first. We'll start it at like at 9:15. It'll be fine. Okay. I got to go over there and make it members only. Do you guys have any questions though before I leave? I mean, I'm looking for a very powerful 2023. I think that, in fact, I know that it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a big deal. Yes, I will be doing a live stream for the full moon. Absolutely. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'll start it. So tomorrow I'll do Do you guys want me to do the astrology first or the tarot first? It's up to you. Do you want me to do the astrology of it first or the tarot of it? Because we'll do both. Thanks, Warrior Girl. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear you. They hear you do. Christine, will the Academy provide YouTube Academy private YouTube will go? No, dear. The for my workshop for 2023 business planning, you have your own separate way of being able to partake in it. Okay. Astrology speaking, March is going to be huge. Yeah, it's because that's the true new year. My life path number 7 tie into next year. Well, it should be a very powerful year for you since it is a 7-year. I feel like it's also going to depend upon how old you are going to be during next year. The next one will be members only. The next one will be members only at 9:15. So I'm gonna get off here in a second. Well, I mean, I can go any time I want to. Perfect. I'm so glad. Excellent. I need to do more members only lives. So we'll be doing the full moon. You guys want me to do the astronomy for the full moon first on December the 8th? That's when the full moon is. Or do you want me to do the tarot first? I'm waiting on y'all to tell me what y'all want me to do first. Oh my God. Here, let me do this. Let me start a poll. Or all right, there you go. Astrology or tarot. There you go. I put it up, put it up, put it up, put it up. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. I just put the poll up. Vote in the poll. You guys voting in the poll. Let me see what we got. Let me see what we got. See what we got here. Ooh, tarot overwhelmingly. Do you guys not like my astrology? That's astrology. I could talk. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna do astrology first. I mean tarot first. We're gonna do the tarot first. Okay, so we'll do the tarot tomorrow night. I'll go in and make all the thingies of the thingies. Tomorrow afternoon, probably sometime we'll do the tarot. Let me see. When is a good time for me to get on here and do the tarot? Okay. Oh, y'all might get me about. Y'all might see me early because I'm gonna want to do something else later on. So y'all might see me about 6 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm gonna get in and get out, and then the next night we'll do the astrology of it all, and then Wednesday we might do something else. So you guys will get a lot of me this week. All right. Hey, Earth Goddess, thank you so much for becoming a member. Because you thought it'd be easier for me. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Listen, it is easier. It is easier. Oh, you want a grid again? You know, I might have time. That might be something I have to start back in January. And I'm actually thinking about putting together all the grids and then selling them or making them one big offer or something like that. I'm actually thinking about doing a book of grids. What I should do is create the grids for all the lunation cycles for the next year. That's what I should do ahead of time. Tarot reading, I mean, it's not necessarily work. The work comes in that I like to create like those little like letting people know what the signs are, those little like intros for each sign. That's where the work comes in at. But I think I've got a good one for it's like the music sometimes I don't like. It's hard to find good music. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, guys. Last call for members because I'm about to post that I'm going on doing the members only live stream. We about to do the members only live stream. Let me go to the bathrooms of it all. You know how it be, man. You know how it be. Let me do this content. Shareable link, create, post. In 5 minutes. All right, let me go back over here. All right, and I got to make it a live of that. Okay, I'll take care of that. All right, you guys. You guys ready? Yeah, it's more channeling when I'm reading the tarot, it just ends up being more channeling. And I think also like there's some other things like I've not wanted to do like an open tarot reading about Shanquilla, the Shanquilla Robinson situation. I might actually do that during our members only. I just didn't want to do it out in front of everybody. I just didn't. Like, because it can be, I feel like it's kind of gauche and can be a bad look. So, let me put that up on the members on the community post as well for members only. YouTube's going to be like, we don't like you like that. But I'm going to put something out. So hopefully the members get the notifications. All right, gang. I'm going to get on out of here. Okay. You guys will see me again tomorrow. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Members, I will see you in a few minutes. I love you guys to the moon and back. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.